first time we met, Lindsay and I skinned up timberline at Bolton. I was a little insecure about being a snowboarder anyway. I didn't have a split board, and my snowshoes, the straps all self-destructed right there in the parking lot. Before our first date, there was a bunch of blowing and drifting snow, and it was going up to my knees. She's got touring skis and skins, and she's in super good shape, just crushing me, leaving me in the dust. So eventually I had to ask her, can you slow down a little bit, you know, like I'm kind of dying here. And I don't know, it all went from there.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Could I get a latte for here, please, with full fat milk? If you've got it. Cool. Thank you. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Northfield. It seemed like a little early to drink beer, so I got a latte instead. I hope that's okay. So I have this mantra that's just bike and breathe, and the whole idea there is like, all you have to do is get on a bike, turn your feet over, turn your pedals over, and breathe.
It's kind of weird. I guess when you think about it, you think that there would be one time when you find out that that's what happened, but it's not really like that. It's a big, long blur of things. It's, oh geez, I think there's a lump. Oh, I gotta get looked at by the doctor. I have a family history. I'm waiting.
Back in August, Chris and I were prepping to go out on a canoe camping trip. This was the day before my 36th birthday. And I was just finishing up a little bit of work and, had my arms propped up on the counter and just kind of tucked my hands underneath my armpits and felt a lump. And then on October 31st, my surgeon called and said, hey, I'm sorry, but this is cancer. Your reality changes so much. Like, I went from a super healthy person who raced bikes and never thought about my health to, being a little bit of an adaptive athlete for this time being and just kind of trying to laugh at that.
Hi, I'm Brianna, and we are cutting Lindsay's hair today. Say hi, everyone!
I think that there's enough of a grieving process with getting a diagnosis like this that you cannot sit in grief all the time. So when I found out I was going to lose my hair, decided to have a big party. So we drank champagne, and then Chris shaved my head in front of about 30 hecklers who were just like giving me hell throughout the entire thing. When I finally started telling people, my friends responded with this just like outpouring of love and support, and they just like have been showing up for me. You know, whether it's just being there for the head shaving party or just like sending little messages or, being willing to go out for adaptive skis and bikes or whatever. It's been awesome. So when I said I was gonna ride a bike to my radiation treatments, there were a few people who were like, is that safe? And the rest of my friends were like, of course you are. Like, of course you are, you would. And that's true. I mean, so the interesting thing about all of this is that, yeah, I have to be careful I don't get sick, but basically the only thing that helps all of the symptoms that I'm feeling right now and the time I feel at my best is when I'm active. So my friends know that about me too. When I'm riding to the hospital, it feels like, man, you're like suiting up for battle, and I love that. I can get on a bike, start cruising up the hill from the house, and man, I feel like myself. I feel like it's the best version of myself, and it's like the happiest. I don't have to be competing, and I don't have to be riding with friends or anything. Just the simple act of throwing a leg over the saddle just makes me happy. So getting a cancer diagnosis really changes kind of your outlook on life, and for me, it just made me want to make every single ride count and every single run count and every single moment with with the people I love count.
I wouldn't say that this is going to make Lindsay a stronger person. I think she was already a really strong person to begin with, and that's why she's able to handle it so gracefully. Lindsay just seems so healthy and grounded in the first place. I don't see how it's going to change her much. We'll see.